That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eckler again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up the middle, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Eckler now between the tackles.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give. Eckler running to the right.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Johnson, 41 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Carter now on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Touchdown!
Austin Eckler
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 55 yards.
And the Saints strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, look at the juke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Up the middle with Eckler. Gets around him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
75 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are once again back in front.
Herbert. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And his throw here is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw here, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
DeAndre Carter back deep. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert, rolling to his left. Going deep here for Allen.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert forced out to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here we go on 4th. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Steps away. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as time expires in the first half.
And the Chargers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half.
The final shot before break. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton.
Again, it's Johnson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On the give, this is Eckler.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now the 4th-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, Herbert on the move to his left.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup, sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Andy Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they are going for it. Herbert now. And this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the former UCLA Bruin, this is Joshua Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Saints will have the football back. Dalton, first and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another look for Dalton on second and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Herbert. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Kelly tries the right side. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
first down, and they stick with Eckler. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's been... Big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Eckler. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
129 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running on first down, Eckler. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Draw play, it's Eckler. Nice footwork at the 25. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Evans.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Throwing on second and long. Winston.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert now. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert being chased out left.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. First down, Winston.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A first down throw for Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.